Alright, so now that we have a basic understanding of what video hosting is, let's take a look at YouTube real quick. And first of all, before we get there, our uploading limit is going to be 15 minutes. And that's going to be fine for most training, but if you're trying to do a webinar or something similar, something that's over 30 minutes, maybe a 30-minute training or whatever, you're going to need longer time. So you can request an increase by verifying your account, and I'll show you how to do that here in just a second whenever we get to the demo part. But as long as you're doing training, you don't need anything longer than 15 minutes because hopefully you've kept all your videos right around 8 minutes. That's kind of the perfect time mark that we've found that gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you a captive audience for 8 minutes, but the audience isn't forced to listen to, your 3-hour training all at the same time. Those are kind of the rules to live by as far as, timing, and we've kind of talked about that before. So as long as you stay within that, even if you go a little bit over, you'll be fine with this 15 minutes. So let me jump out here and I'll pull up YouTube here real fast. And so this is your YouTube page. It's just youtube.com. And then you just hit this upload button here and it'll take you to the upload page. So you can either select files to upload or you can drag and drop your video files. There's also a couple of other different ways that you can create video. You can do a webcam capture, you can create a video slideshow, you can also do a Google Hangout, and you can go in and edit those videos so you can trim them up and do simple things like that. If you are uploading a webinar or something longer than 15 minutes, you can click this uploading instructions right here, and it will take you to this link, the top one here, upload videos longer than 15 minutes. So I'll open that up here, and you can visit the upload page and then click increase your limit, and you can do that by verifying. Once you're verified, you don't have a time or size limit anymore, but they do recommend that you make sure you're using an up-to-date version of your browser, which it probably keeps itself updated, so you can upload files greater than 20 gigs. Hopefully you're not uploading anything greater than 20 gigs, but if you are, then that gives you that option. The other option here is you can click the supported YouTube file formats, and you'll notice that we always do an MP4 and MPEG-4. That's one of the best codecs that we've found to use, but you can also upload in any of these here. We've seemed to have less trouble with a .mov, and an MP4 and MPEG-4 is essentially the same thing. And the encoding time is a little bit less with an MP4 because that's actually what YouTube uses to embed. So instead of having to convert the video, it's already ready to go. So these are your file formats that you can use, and they even have instructions down here on how to convert files. So you can actually follow this, and you can see here it says, compression type H.264. So that's kind of what we've been talking about, but if you are having an issue with YouTube's upload process, then you can go in and check those settings. So let me grab a video here that I am going to upload. Alright, so I'm going to drag and drop this video here, and while it's uploading, I'm going to go ahead and set up my privacy settings, and I'm going to set it as private. This is not a video that I actually want on YouTube, so I'm going to set it to private so nobody can see it. And occasionally you'll get this message here. See, I haven't encoded this file. This is actually that I recorded from my phone, so it's actually giving you, a warning here. For better results, adjust your QuickTime settings to prepare videos for internet streaming. I haven't converted it as a H.264 and MP4, and so that's why it's giving me that error. Occasionally you also get, maybe an off-sync video error, or sometimes it will just throw up random warnings. The best thing to do is to go back and look at it, and if it seems like something's wrong, watch it from beginning to end. If it seems like something's wrong, then visit that help center and follow their instructions on how to get that video converted back out correctly. Because video converting can be tricky, but as long as you're using ScreenFlow or Camtasia, or you're using Handbrake to convert it with those settings, then you're going to have the right settings. That's kind of why I went through that process. So then you also fill out your basic information here. You have your title, and then you have a description here. And then you also have tags. So you can add tags down here on the bottom, and you just add them as simple as typing in a word and then hitting enter. You can also hit comma and that'll create a tag as well, whatever your preference is. And then you set your privacy settings here, so you can either set it as public so that anybody that goes to YouTube can search and see your video. You can set it as unlisted. This is helpful if you want people to be able to view it, but you don't want it to be listed in YouTube search. So you can actually set up an embed code so that it shows on your own website instead of YouTube. So that's kind of why you would use unlisted. And then private is for video testing. Every time I do an upload, I always set it to private first, so then I can go in and I can see it before anybody else can see it, especially if you start using your YouTube channel to, upload a lot of videos. A lot of people will follow it, so as soon as you upload a new video, they'll get an email or a notification in their Google Plus account that you have a new video uploaded, and they can go and watch it. So sometimes, there may be an issue with the video that they see the video before you have time to fix it. So that's why before this is done uploading, I always hit private there. And then these settings here are automatically saved, and it'll give you that notification down here in the bottom. As long as you're running a modern browser, it's going to go ahead and do that for you. And now my video is uploaded, and it's actually processing the video. And I'll open this link here. That's where it says my video will be located whenever it gets done uploading. It gives you the option of setting a different thumbnail, and so that's not a very good image. I kind of look a little weird in that image, so I think I'll select this one here, set as my thumbnail, and then I'll hit save those changes. Just to kind of force it automatically to go. Once you see the big green check mark here, you're good to go. You can also get off this page. If you have a longer video, this video is only 73 megabytes. It was only maybe 30 seconds max. If you have a longer video, it'll take longer to upload and to process. So you can actually go here and it'll show you all the options. So here's the private icon. And you'll also notice that it has no views, no thumbs up, no thumbs down because nobody's able to see it. Also no comments. So there's my video thumbnail. We'll look here at the video page, reload this here, and there's my video, so I can play it. And then it also gives you a couple of different options. Once you get to this page, once the video is up and processed, you can actually come through here and edit your info and settings. This takes you back to a page that looks similar to the first one that we had. You can also use this magic wand here to do some enhancements. So if you want to trim it up, you can trim it up here. You can also add fancy little effects. You can add a stabilizing effect. So if you wanted to add, let's say, this old-fashioned effect, but I'm not going to do that. You can also come through here and mess with the audio. You can come through here and add music and things like that. I don't know why you would do that. Probably you would do it before, but if you're using this as your editing platform, you can certainly do that. You can add annotations. And so now what that would do is it will allow you to do the call outs and things like that. You can add text on here like we were able to do in ScreenFlow and on Camtasia. You can add those annotations. You can also add closed captioning here, and that enables you to type out the video transcript. So here is a great place. If you use a script, you can copy the script, or you can also upload it here. Where captions come in is if people can't hear very well, or they can't understand quite what you're saying, they'd rather read it on the screen, then it works similar to video captions on your TV. You turn on that option, you have captions here. The other nice thing about it is whenever you go to your video page here, if you upload your script down here on the bottom, and actually you can do that in info and settings under your description, if you hit a couple of returns here and then you copy and paste your script in, it'll actually use your script as keywords. So the tags work well as keywords, but anything in the title, description, and tags are all keywords. So if you copy in that script, then every word that you say will be used as a tag. So that's a nice, handy little feature for getting more viewers to your page if you want to do that on YouTube, if you want the organic traffic. If you don't, then don't worry about it. Just set it as unlisted. You don't even have to fill out a description. Just put in a title. So I'm going to go back to my video page here. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to pull out the embed code. So you have a couple of different share options. It gives you a short link so that you can copy and paste this onto Facebook, and it will automatically publish that link as a video. That's just one of the features that Facebook does. Otherwise, what this does is this just forwards to this page. So you throw this in an email and it loads up on YouTube, looking just like this. The other option is the embed option, and it gives you this code right here that then you copy into your website, onto an HTML page, your WordPress page, etc., and you just copy and paste this on there and it works. And so you can actually choose what size you want your video to be, and it will give you the options of your video size. I recommend it be at least 480. If you want to make it 720, then you can make it 720, but at least 480. 480 fits nicely on a page, so you can do it that way. Let's see what size this one here is. This is 650 by 400, thereabouts. So you can see how nice that looks on a page. 480 is going to be a little bit larger. This is what 480 looks like here, this little box. This is about the size, the gray box here is about the size that the video would be with the 480 option. You can also come down here and set up a custom size. So if you want to set it as 400, which is just kind of the standard that I use, it'll automatically adjust the width to match the height. So then you can just take and copy this code onto your website and you're good to go. That's the magic of YouTube, and that's what makes it so nice to be able to do this. So you've seen how easy YouTube is, and what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to take a look at Easy Video Player in Amazon S3. It works similar to YouTube. It gives you more control over your video and hosting and all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit more secure. A lot of people have figured out ways to download videos on YouTube. So if you don't want people to download videos, Easy Video Player is a great tool for that. So I'll see you in the next video.